Go back 15 years to the year 2010. You walk up to a local street food stall holding a single, crisp 100 rupee note. At that time, that specific piece of paper held serious weight. Handing it to the vendor bought you a massive plate of chow mein, and you still had enough left over to add 2 large samosas and a cold drink. That single bill bought an entire feast, a volume of food you probably couldn't finish in one sitting. Now, fast forward to today. You walk up to the exact same location, holding the exact same 100 rupee note. You ask for the same order, but the vendor laughs. The feast is gone. Today, that identical piece of paper buys you exactly one modest snack. The digits printed on the ink and cotton remained completely static, but the actual power that note commanded in the real world vanished. Expand this beyond a street food stall and look at your broader financial life. You get your first job, you work hard, and over a few years, you secure a salary increase. You feel like you are moving forward. But this bar chart reveals the problem. The first column represents a standard salary increase over 5 years. The second column shows basic living expenses, rent, groceries, and transportation over that same period. The cost to simply exist doubles, entirely swallowing the extra income. You followed the rules. You earned more money and saved a portion of it. But mathematically, you are falling behind. To understand why this happens, we have to look at a concept called purchasing power. It separates the number printed on your money from the actual volume of goods that money can acquire. This visual equation shows how it works. On the left, the currency note, its nominal value. It never changes size. On the right, the real value, the basket of groceries it buys. Over time, the basket shrinks. Money doesn't get weaker. Prices become heavier. The engine driving this separation is inflation. Inflation is an invisible force. It doesn't send a notification to your phone. It doesn't show up as a fee on your bank statement. It operates like a block of ice left on a table, slowly melting away the worth of your cash, 24 hours a day. Sticking cash in a drawer is not a neutral financial position. It is a state of actively bleeding utility. Knowing this breaks the most deeply ingrained financial advice we receive, the idea that the ultimate, safest thing you can do is park all your money in a standard savings account. This line graph tracks standard bank interest, a steady climb yielding 4%. Now apply a 7% inflation rate. It crashes right through your interest gains. Look at the negative space. Your balance rises, but living costs rise twice as fast. If your money grows at 4% while the world gets 7% more expensive, traditional saving is mathematically guaranteed to destroy your wealth over a long enough timeline. The solution requires a complete shift in strategy. You have to stop playing offense by merely hoarding paper and start playing defense by protecting what that paper can buy. For capital to survive, it must be placed into vehicles that appreciate faster than the rate of inflation. It has to clear that 7% hurdle. Historically, people have defended their wealth by converting cash into hard assets. They buy equities through the stock market, mutual funds, real estate, and physical commodities like gold. Acquiring these assets isn't a speculative attempt to get rich quick. They are the mathematical armor required to block the invisible drain on your labor. Society often frames investing money as a dangerous gamble, a place where you might lose what you worked so hard to build. But in an inflationary environment, doing nothing is the only true guarantee of loss. Earning a higher salary will only push you faster on the same treadmill. The real objective is making sure the money you keep never loses its power, because uninvested money simply disappears.